On this episode of WJMH Reports, we'll show you a fun annual event for dads and daughters to attend together.
Also, one John Marshall student is making waves in her swimming career.
And elementary schools around the county prepare for the next school year.
That and more on this episode of WJMH Reports.
Welcome to this edition of WJMH Reports. I'm Maria Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
Next month, Mounds will be holding a popular annual event, the Father-Daughter Dance. Every year, the Father-Daughter Dance is held in February for dads and daughters to have a special night together and have a lot of fun. Last year, the new organizer of the event, Doug Connor, decided to give back to a local charity, Paw It Forward, and is continuing this partnership into this year. Paw It Forward was started by Terry Lindsay, the owner of Happy Tales. Though Paw It Forward started in 2018, Happy Tales has been active in the community since 2006. Lindsay is most appreciative of the outside help they are receiving.
We don't have a lot of money coming our way. So, like I said, probably 75-80% of it is what we do on our own.
Along with giving back to a local charity, Connor is excited to continue this annual event that has been going on for many years.
It's a positive, just seeing a bunch of people getting along, being good dads to their daughters.
The Father-Daughter Dance will be located in the Moundsville Center within the walls of the West Virginia Penitentiary. The dance will take place Saturday, February 4th, from 5 to 7 p.m. The cost for the event is $30 per dad and daughter and $5 for every additional daughter. You can buy tickets online on the Facebook 2023 Father-Daughter Dance event page or at Happy Tales in McMecken, Bob's Lunch in Moundsville, and Accessories Limited in Moundsville. For more information, you can call 304-845-1197 or 304-233-2740. Again, that's 304-845-4497 or 304-233-2740.
Pre-K registration for the 2023 to 2024 school year is open to new students. Here's some information you need if you want to register your child. To be eligible for pre-K, your child must be the age of 4 before July 1st. Any child younger or with a birthday after this date will not be eligible for this year. They must have their immunization record up to date, and you must bring their state-certified birth certificate to the screening. Screening will take place on Monday, February 20th, and the makeup day is March 8th. Screenings are held at McNinch Primary and Cameron, Center McMecken, Glendale, Hilltop, and Washington Lands Elementary Schools. For more information on how to register your child for pre-K, you can contact the school you would like your child to attend. A complete list of phone numbers and required immunizations is on the Marshall County Schools website at bo.mars.k12.wv.us. Again, that is bo.mars.k12.wv.us.
Ogilvie Institute will be hosting the 34th Annual Regional Student Art Exhibition, now through February 10th. High school students from around the tri-state area submitted hundreds of pieces to be judged for a chance for the public to see their artistic achievements. Winners were awarded with cash prizes and scholarships to major universities. The categories included are paintings, photography, drawings, and 3D pieces. The event will be held at the Stifel Center Arts Center in Wheeling with free admission. The show will be open Monday through Fridays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays leading up to the final date. Evening hours may vary due to classes and special events, so please call ahead for evening hours. For more information, you can visit their website at oionline.com or call the Stifel Fine Arts Center at 304-242-7700. Again, that was oionline.com or call 304-242-7700. The Moundsville Pharmacy is now offering COVID test kits for free with up to 8 per month. You can also have the option to test at the pharmacy, which is also free of charge. The testing times are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Test results are provided within 12 to 48 hours. Amber Conrad at Moundsville Pharmacy stresses the importance of testing and taking necessary steps to prevent COVID.
West Virginia Medicaid is actually covering 2 at-home COVID test kits every 7 days. So every week, patients can get those. And it's important so that our community still tests and make sure that they're taking the necessary precautions.
If you or a loved one have symptoms or may think they have COVID, contact the Moundsville Pharmacy's phone number at 304-845-0390. Again, that's 304-845-0390. Coming up, we'll show you how some John Marshall teachers gave some students the opportunity to give back to their peers.
Keep watching WJMH Reports. We'll be right back.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Marie Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
John Marshall students recently gave back to the community. John Marshall students and agricultural teacher Nicole Shipman's class recently had a penny war and a blanket donation competition to raise money and blankets for the Marshall County Animal Shelter. The classes raised $57.33 for the shelter, as well as 36 fleece blankets. Shipman believes it's important for the animal shelter to have plenty of blankets because they are a commonly used supply.
They use the blankets in cages every day, and if there happens to be a time when they have an outbreak and they have to get rid of any of the materials, this is a good way to make sure that they have plenty on hand and are available so that the pets at the animal shelter are always well taken care of.
The animal shelter is always in need of different items or donations. For more information about donating, call the animal shelter at 304-845-9770. Again, that's 304-845-9770.
January is Mental Wellness Awareness Month. While mental health is the focus of this month, it's important that you manage your mental wellness throughout the rest of the year as well. Enlighten Health Chief Executive Officer Jeremy Schreiber stresses the importance of mental health because it affects everyone.
Mental health is important because millions of Americans struggle with mental health disorders, and not just Americans. Mental health problems are pervasive and persistent across the world.
If you feel you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, you can try and reach out to your local support group or schedule an appointment with your therapist or doctor.
Pause for a Cause at John Marshall gave back to students in need over the holiday season. The organization gave students the opportunity to help their peers with a Secret Santa project. Students were given money and have the chance to go and buy things for others. Pause for a Cause co-advisor Marcy Robbins was grateful to be able to provide students with many items.
Sometimes we're lucky enough to give some wish list items like things for their hair, makeup, art supplies, games, things like that too. And then we also had bags and boxes of food to send home with about 60 kids.
The next event Pause for a Cause will be working on is the Cinderella Project. This is for any junior or senior Cameron or John Marshall student who need prom dresses, shoes, accessories, and more. This event will be held on February 28th.
JM students that need extra help in math class can attend math tutoring. Math tutoring is during school, after school, and on Saturday school. John Marshall math teacher Angela Chamberlain expresses the importance of asking for help in the future.
So if you're struggling in an area now and you know how to ask for help, and you can see how the help is reciprocated for you, then maybe in the future it'll make it easier for you to ask for help when you're struggling.
If you want to get the extra help during school, math tutoring will be held 4th period in room 350 and 5th period in room 312.
Coming up, WJMH reporter Alexa Bigford sits down with an expert from a local museum.
Keep watching WJMH Reports. We'll be right back.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
The Grave Creek Mound, built with more than 57,000 tons of sand and earth from 250 to 150 BC, plays a great part in Moundsville and West Virginia history. Joining me today to talk about such a big part in history is the Cultural Program Coordinator, Andrea Keller from West Virginia's Department of Arts, Culture, and History. Thank you for joining me today for this interview.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
And you're welcome. So my first question is, what is the history behind the Grave Creek Mound? For example, when was it built, why was it built, and its purpose?
Well, it's been around for over 2,000 years. Construction was from about 250 to 150 BC. So it's a very ancient construction. It was built as a burial mound. They found 2 main burials, but there were also additional ones. And it must have been really, really important because it took a lot of effort to build it. It was all built by hand, by carrying basket or maybe hides with loads of earth, about 30 to 40 pounds. So imagine carrying 30 to 40 pounds of earth all the way up to the top. It's about 60 feet tall, and it took about 3 million loads to build it. So it had to be very, very, very important to the people back then. And why exactly it was important, we actually don't really know.
Oh.
Possibly the people buried there were very, very important. It may have been a monument in their honor.
Okay. So I didn't know that there wasn't actually like a purpose that you were aware of. So I just thought maybe it was something that, I don't know, they didn't explain. Because a few years ago we went on a trip in middle school to the mound, and it was a whole day about it, and we were learning about everything in the mound and stuff like that, and they never told us the purpose. So that's why that was one of my main questions.
I think I may have been a little misleading. Probably the main purpose was as a burial mound.
Well, yeah.
As a burial ground. So, and probably the people who were buried there were kind of like, you have a monument for important people in our history too. So, may have been very similar.
Which makes sense. Why is the mound an important part of both Moundsville and West Virginia history?
Well, first of all, Moundsville is called Moundsville. So in that regard, it's been around way longer than Moundsville has been. And in terms of West Virginia history, the mound that we have here, it's pretty unique. There's only one other one in Ohio that's about the same size and the same age and built by the same culture. And they're known as the Adena people. And yeah, it's one of the largest conical burial mounds in North America.
I was not aware that there was another one like it, so that's honestly really neat. How are things done differently now from when it was first researched?
Well, it was excavated first in 1838, and back then the people were not trained archaeologists, so that's one difference.
Oh.
So as an archaeologist, you go to college, and most of us have a master's degree. So it takes some education to know, what you're looking for, and you also get practical training in a field school. So the people who did the excavating in 1838 were local people, and they basically just started digging a tunnel from ground level towards the middle. And that's how they found what we call the lower tomb. And the lower tomb was a burial vault lined with wooden logs and was built for 2 people.
Oh.
So they dug that tunnel and found that tomb, and then they started digging a shaft up and down the middle of the mound, and they found another tomb about halfway to the top, and there was one more person there. So the people, first of all, without the archaeological training, there were a lot of things they did not know to look for. So there's a lot of questions that we can't answer. But the other thing is they also didn't have the technology we have now either. So nowadays, if an archaeologist works on an excavation, they'll take lots of photographs and notes, and we even do things like remote sensing, which uses radar and electric currents that go in the ground, and they can tell differences from the soil. They can tell you if there's a pit there, for example, or a buried wall or something like that. So all those things were not available in 1838. So we definitely have lots of advantages as archaeologists today.
What types of events are held at the Grave Creek Mound and the Delph Nerona Museum?
Well, we have events for we have events for a lot of different people. We have lectures and films that are more geared maybe for adults or students that are older or particularly interested in one of the topics. But we also have things for younger kids to do. So we have a craft table that it changes from month to month, so there's always something different to do. Right now, we're making snowman pictures.
Oh.
And in February, we're going to be making greeting cards. So if somebody wants to send a card to a loved one in February, the month of Valentine's Day, you can come and make one. And right now, we really have, and this is very cool, we have a marble golf course.
Oh.
And it was designed by students from Moundsville Middle School. There's a studio art class, and their teacher is Tabitha Morgan. There's 10 students, so we have 10 greens. And visitors can go and get a marble. So instead of golf balls, we're using marbles. And you can play just like you would mini golf. And when you return your marble, we even have a little prize for you.
Huh. I've never heard of that part of it. So, yeah, I mean, that's very unique.
It is. It's very unique. And it's only going to be up till the end of January. So January 31st is going to be our last. Yeah, I think that's the day we're open. We are closed on Sundays and Mondays. But through January, we ask that you come between 10 and 4 to do it. And yeah, it goes all the way. It starts in the lower area, and it goes up through the exhibits and ends up in our activity room, which is where we have a lot of our special programs, such as the gardening program and archaeology day. That's in the fall. But we're also having a fossil day, which will be in March. So Fossil Day is March 4th.
Okay.
And that one actually is going to be in an exhibit where we have fossils.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I don't know when you were here last, when you were at our museum last, if we have a huge skeleton. It's a cast, so it's a reproduction, but it's of a stegodon, which is an elephant-like creature. And very much like a mammoth. And mammoths actually lived around here. Stegodons, not so much, but mammoths, yes. So that's another pretty cool thing that people can see.
It sounds really cool. So that was my last question. So thank you so much, though, for joining me for this interview and to talk about the mound and the museum along with it, and just talk about upcoming dates and stuff for events.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see everybody at our place in the future.
Well, you're very welcome. If you would like more information about the Grave Creek Mound and the Delph Nerona Museum, you can visit their website at wvculture.org. If you have any questions, you can call 304-843-4128. Once again, that was wvculture.org and 304-843-4128. Next, we'll show you a fun way to stay active all year round. Keep watching WJMH Reports. We'll be right back.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Marie Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
Joining us for sports and entertainment news is WJMH anchor Matthew Wright.
Thanks, Mary and Roman. If you're looking for something to keep you active during these winter months, then you should look into the Four Seasons Pool. Four Seasons Pool and Fitness Center is an indoor pool located in East End Park in Moundsville. Since the pool is indoors and it opens year-round and holds events such as water robotics class, an adult senior swim, pool parties, private pool parties, and open swim periods. It's also home to the John Marshall State finalist swim team. Pool manager Heath Logson believes that it open year-round is what separates his pool from the rest of the area.
Being indoor, we are able to provide people pool parties on the weekends and during the winter time, which is the only place around, and the JM swim team and kayak club.
The only part of the pool is closed during winter is the outside part of the newly introduced splash pad. If you're interested in finding any events going on or scheduling your own, you can go to thecityofmoundsville.com or call 304-845-7733. Again, you can go to thecityofmoundsville.com or call 304-845-7733 to look into what's going on with the pool. Pickleball has gained popularity all over the world, including right here in the Ohio Valley. Even though pickleball is in favor of the senior communities, a lot of kids have given the sport a chance, and some kids really appreciate it. East End has recently opened up a brand new pickleball courts in Moundsville. City of Moundsville Parks and Recreation Director John White says that once it starts warming up, people that are not only from Moundsville will come down and play pickleball and be passionate about doing tournaments as well.
We've got people from out of the area that's come in and have actually been interested in doing some tournaments. They've got chats, group chats to where they'll meet, play, and then they expand. At this time, it's being in the winter, it's cool up to play, but they'll go to the Highlands. But in the spring and summer, they'll come back and play here, and we're excited about the pickleball courts.
Pickleball can be difficult to learn. Here are some rules that you can help play better. You must keep the ball in bounds. There must be one bounce per side. You must serve at the baseline. Your serve cannot land in the no volley zone. And the game can end at 11, 15, or 21 points. If you need equipment to play pickleball, go to Four Seasons Pool to borrow their equipment. There is no cost in admission to borrow their equipment. John Marshall High School student and swim athlete Victoria Kidney has recently set all the records for the girls' swim team for JM. Victoria has also broken the Brook Invitational record and the 30-year-old 100 free record as well. Victoria has also recently taken gold after competing against 12 teams in Morgantown, finishing first in the 100 free, 100 breast, and the 400 free relay. Kidney has also shared that swim is important stress relief and how she started swimming.
Kind of, I don't know, just like any exercise, I guess, like kind of stress relief. Like, I don't know, I feel like I need it now. It's just like a part of my life, you know, just what I enjoy.
Victoria plans on and has committed to WVU to further her education and swimming career. WJMH Media once again provides a line coverage of the OVAC Ron Mock Wrestling Tournament Championships on WTRF.com. The tournament is being held on Saturday, January 21st at Westbanco Arena. This will be the final round of the tournament to see who will win the title of the OVAC champion. As well as wrestling, the OVC Boys Basketball Championship will be aired live on Saturday, February 11th from Harrison Central High School. WJMH Media will also be present at the OVAC Cheering Championships on Saturday, February 4th at Westbanco Arena. The events will be posted on WTRF.com at a later date. To keep up to date on WJMH Media's productions, you can check out us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at WJMH Media. Next, the New Year Meads graduation is right around the corner. We'll show you how seniors are preparing. Keep watching WJMH Reports. We'll be right back.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Marie Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
Every year, seniors prepare for graduation and what's next for them after high school. There are multiple choices after high school, such as four-year college or university, 2-year community college, trade certificate programs, military, or you could go right into the workforce.
JM Senior Counselor Michael Ward believes no matter what you do, it's important to find something you like.
Choose a career path or a college path that's something you want to get up and do every day. And so I think when you mesh things that areas you're good at and things that you enjoy together, you can find the right path.
Ward and the counseling office are always willing to help seniors apply for scholarships, colleges, and many more. Senior students at John Marshall can visit the counseling office for any help they may need.
Sarah Petrie is an office secretary here at John Marshall. She is always looking after students and is a supportive voice to have around. While willing to talk, Petrie also sent out important information that students could benefit, whether it be about visiting colleges or preparing for graduation. Petrie believes the most important role for her is to be present for students to talk to.
I love getting to talk to all the kids all day long and hearing about their lives and their dreams and their goals and helping to potentially maybe help shape that a little bit for a successful future.
While her job may be overlooked, Petrie enjoys what she does, and many students appreciate what she does. We're grateful for Mrs. Petrie and all the work she does for students and staff in the counseling office.
We are happy to continue recognizing staff from John Marshall High School every week for their great work.
Also, remember to check out our live productions of the Ron Mock Wrestling Tournament Championships and the OVAC Boys Basketball Championship, as well as the OVAC Cheering Championships will be posted later on WTRF.com.
And be sure to catch us on the next episode of WJMH Reports.
Thanks to WLUTV and Xfinity for airing WJMH Reports.
And thank you, the viewers, for tuning in every week.
For Roman, Matthew, Alexa, and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Maria Evans. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Get the facts on vaping. Fact: more than 20% of high school students have tried vaping. Fact: one disposable vape contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. Now is the time to talk to your son or daughter about vaping. This message is brought to you by the Marshall County Health Department and Youth Service Systems. For more facts about teen vaping, visit marshallcountyhealthdepartment.com.